on to big news that we're tracking as far as Jammu is concerned. What we're picking up at the moment is that massive blaze being reported in the area. In fact, what we do know of this particular situation is that a fire has been reported at a scrapyard and firefighting operations underway. My colleague Pradeep gets us more details.
Devastating fire has started in nearby scrap godown here in Maratha Market slum area in Trikuta Nagar. You can see that black smoke billowing out. It's more than half an hour and fire tenders are yet to reach the spot. And some of the people who are putting them in that slum area, they are said to be trapped. And somehow some of them have managed to come out to this side. And because of heavy wind, you can see the fire seems to be spreading. And you can see right now, all over the sky, it's a black smoke that has engulfed the whole area. People here are complaining that how come this scrap godown was allowed to be constructed here in this residential area. There's already some of the explosion sounds have been heard. Maybe there are some cylinders that have burst because of this fire. The cause of the fire is yet to be known. But maybe it can be because of the heat wave, or it can be because of short circuit. And right now you can see people running. They have somehow, the people who were stuck up in the nearby slum area, they have managed to come out to this side.
Pradeep, my colleague, joins me over the phone lines. Pradeep, we were looking at that earlier report filed by you, but what do we know about what could have been the cause of this massive fire?
See, the short circuit is the reason for the fire. That's what actually the authorities right now are saying. It is because of the short circuit. It started in basically the dump yard. There was a scrap dump yard from where it fire started and soon spread to the slum area also, because of which many of those juggies also caught fire. But thank God there was no loss of life. The people somehow managed to come out from that area. But the biggest question that arises, that how come this scrap dump yard is allowed to exist in a residential area? Because it's a residential area, and here houses are constructed just nearby. It's a very congested area. Had fire not been controlled well in time, it would have led to more casualty in that area, and it would have led to more loss of property. Many of the houses would have got destroyed. So the investigation right now is going on, and the authorities are also being asked questions by the people of that area that this dump yard should be lifted forever. This is not first time that Maratha colony, this slum, has caught fire. In the past also this thing has happened. And this is all illegally they are putting up in that area, that all of a sudden within the last 3-4 years they've started putting up in that area. So how come the slum has come up in that area? That's also being asked. Now, investigation is going on in this regard. But what we have been told right now is that it was because of the short circuit that fire started from the scrap dump yard, and all of a sudden it spread to the slum area also. And it took about 3 to 4 hours for the fire tenders to control the fire, because firemen had been working at a pace, but it led to the panic in that area, because the way the black smoke had spread, and after that the fire were spreading, everybody was really concerned in this, because this area is just close to the railway station, and it's considered to be, on the other side, it's considered to be one of the posh localities of Jammu, Trikuta Nagar. So people were really concerned, and it also led to the traffic jam. It took about 5 to 7 hours for the clearance of the traffic. Finally, the traffic policemen had to be there. It was a real tough time for them to control traffic. After that, it was till late night the traffic was not cleared, because of which many of people got stuck up in this area. Because once the fire started, many people who were stuck up, they just came out and they were on road. Whatever belongings they had, they could lay their hands on. They came out with those belongings, whether it was refrigerator, whether it was suitcase, whatever little they could. But most of the people have lost their items, and it's really very difficult for them to lose things. And that too when we have got a...
Right, Pradeep. Although you're getting us those important details, you're also shedding light on how these lapses could have happened given the particular area being residential in nature. But for now, we'd have to leave it at that. Thank you very much for those details. And on that note,